Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the first ever video of 2024. We're here at Disney's Hollywood Studios where it is a very, very busy marathon weekend day here at the park. We're gonna head on inside and see what's new, if anything, here at Hollywood Studios. My primary goal for today is to take a ride on Rock and Roller Coaster because it's about to go down for a very lengthy multi-month long refurbishment. So we're gonna head on inside today, get a couple rides on that, maybe end the evening off with Fantastic. Who knows, the world is our oyster today. I'm super excited to head on inside because it has been a while since I've been to this park. Let's not waste any time, guys. Let's head on inside. And as you guys can see, the Christmas decorations are still up at the park, so we're gonna get a look at the holiday decorations, something that we didn't get a chance to do in 2023. Now, despite the crazy crowds that we have in the park today, we did thankfully purchase Genie Plus earlier today, so we do have a couple of lightning lanes stacked up, so we're not gonna have any problem at all, hopefully, riding Rock and Roller Coaster and a few other attractions while we're here for this evening. Now, it's around this time of year where the sun is in such an awkward spot where no matter where you are walking down Hollywood Boulevard, you're having to walk like this because you can't see a gosh darn thing. It's so bright.
I did! I'm excited for your race tomorrow! Yes! Yes, we'll dance at the end and everything, yes.
Now, first things first, we're gonna head on into the animation courtyard section of Hollywood Studios for our first update. So our first update is actually gonna be right here in front of Voyage of the Little Mermaid, where Disney actually confirmed that the show is surprisingly coming back in a slightly altered form. The show overall is gonna be almost identical to what it was in the past. However, they are coming back with a new set and more special effects. So when it does come back, I am gonna be here to check it out, even though I am in the camp of people who do think that this show could be bulldozed and no one would be really upset about it, because you know, they could be doing a lot more with this building over here, in my opinion. So let me know down in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about Voyage of the Little Mermaid coming back? Because honestly, I wasn't expecting it to come back because it's been closed since the COVID closure. You know, come to think of it, I'm actually in the camp of people in favor of just bulldozing the entirety of Animation Courtyard. I mean, to me, this land is kind of a waste of space. You have Star Wars Launch Bay, which is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Superfluous? Is that the word I'm looking for? They don't really need it because we have an entire land dedicated to Star Wars, and Launch Bay for the most part is only used for meet and greets. Those extended wait times for meet and greets right now, you don't see that any other time of year besides a busy week like this, which is New Year's week and Marathon weekend. And then you have the Disney Junior Dance Party, which, I mean, I know it's kind of popular with the kids, so I mean, like, you know, bulldoze this whole land and replace it with something, you know, better that is also made for kids, that has other, like, physical attractions, because that's what Hollywood Studios needs. It needs more physical attractions. It needs rides. It needs people eaters, not just shows. I don't know, you guys can let me know down in the comment section below what you think. You see, for me, as much as I love having a space dedicated to Star Wars and especially, you know, meeting some of the characters from the original trilogy, all of this space is just wasted space to me. They could put their time and money into putting something so much better here, something so much more creative, something that's gonna fill out the space and actually draw guests in, not just a couple of meet and greets and some props from the movies. And by the way, the word that I was looking for earlier was redundant. Let's go ahead and do a quick checkup on Toy Story Land, shall we? And no surprises here, it's still busy. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love that you can walk into Toy Story Land and immediately get hit with the smell of barbecue. This place is good. If you missed our review, go ahead and check it out. I highly recommend it. Woo! Take a look at that. Toy Story Mania, 95-minute wait. Oh dear. Slinky Dog Dash currently at an estimated 150-minute wait. Now, for the past year and a half or so, Disney has been working on an expansion to Woody's Lunchbox. We don't exactly know if it's an expansion to the kitchen to boost efficiency or if it's meant for additional seating, but we do have some of those green dividers set up, and hopefully this area opens relatively soon. Made it over to Batuu, and things are surprisingly not that busy. There's plenty of room for activities out here, at least in this little area. If you head on down that way, you can see a bit more of a crowd gathering, but nothing too crazy. What a piece of junk! And speaking of junk, holy cow, it's a 145-minute wait for Smuggler's Run. Ah, well, it looks like Disney found a home for all the merchandise from Galactic Star Cruiser. All of these were sold exclusively on board, but now you can find them over here in Galaxy's Edge. So if you ever wanted to be a Twi'lek, You can be a Twi'lek. And oh my god, check this out, guys. Almost a 3-hour wait for Rise of the Resistance. Holy cow. Oddly enough, though, despite the extended wait time, they're not utilizing the entirety of the extended queue. Right outside of Baseline Tap House, we do have a set of construction walls over here for a new kiosk that is currently being constructed. We don't exactly know what this kiosk is going to be used for, but it is popping up over here on the opposite side of Muppet Vision 3D. That's the entrance right there. And you can see we have the Disney Vacation Club kiosk right here. So, yeah, it's anyone's guess what that's going to be used for. I mean, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be another like quick service location for popcorn or something. Who knows? I'll make sure to let you guys know. Something else that hasn't come back from COVID yet is the Jedi Training Academy. This all is sitting empty now, and they don't use this for anything. I'm kind of sad. Like, that was actually a really cool thing to see, to be able to see, you know, one of the Inquisitors come out, or maybe Darth Maul, or Kylo Ren, or Darth Vader, and seeing young children take swings at them. It was always so entertaining. But, yeah, it hasn't come back yet, and they haven't used this thing for anything since. Very sad times here at Hollywood Studios. Also, the Atwalker isn't pew-pewing anymore. It would for a while there, like, I think it was last year it would pew-pew, but it's not doing it anymore right now. Oh, hello there, Santa Gertie. It's a shame you're only going to be around for maybe a couple more days, but it's good to see ya. Echo Lake is looking beautiful as always during the holiday season. It looks like they've already started taking some of the Christmas decorations down because normally there are a bunch of ornaments floating in the water over here, but still really nice to see. Echo Lake is still beautiful, and so is that Christmas tree. Time for our first lightning lane of the day. Rock and Roller Coaster. Now, fun facts, Rock and Roller Coaster is actually my first, like, big kids roller coaster. My first ever roller coaster that went upside down. Kind of a rite of passage for me, and I'm sure it was a rite of passage for a lot of you guys as well. Let's head on inside, guys. Something that's a little sad, though, is that I was supposed to see these guys in concert in October, but unfortunately, Steven Tyler had a little problem with his throat and vocal cords, so, yeah, the tour was postponed. So who knows when I'm gonna get to see them live in their farewell tour. In the meantime, though, this is the closest I'm gonna get. So we've been in this general area for the last 10 minutes or so. The wait time has jumped up to a 195-minute wait. Oh my goodness. For those of you who are keeping track of the time, it took us 26 minutes to enter the building.
Right there, perfect. Great. You would. What's up, you guys? Hey. Whoa, we got company. Wow. All right. How do, people?
All right, we have made it into the station. We are getting ready to ride. Total wait time, 35 minutes. All things considered, with a 200-minute standby wait, not bad at all. Whew. I forgot how intense Rock and Roller Coaster is in the front row. Very front row is where we were sitting. We had a little bit of a delay there, but nothing crazy. But yeah, that launch hits you and you have all the wind in your face. It almost takes the wind out of you for a little bit. It's hard to breathe if you're in the front row going down that launch, but the ride is still so much fun. Again, it's going down for a very lengthy multi-month long refurbishment, and a lot of people online are speculating that it's going to get a retheme. I personally don't think it's going to get a retheme. I think that they're just doing some maintenance on it because this ride is so ridiculously unreliable. It's not even funny. It spends so much time down for maintenance and other issues. So yeah, a refurb is definitely very much so needed on this ride, but still very fun. Definitely worth waiting in line for at least the 30 minutes that I was here to ride one last time. On another note, let's go ahead and check out some of the merchandise. We have a 2024 Happy New Year shirt. I think they're only selling this for like this week because this is the week of New Year. That's really cool. I thought that these shirts were only available for like New Year's Eve / day. But it's really cool to see it. And we also have a lot of Rock and Roller Coaster merchandise. Part of me like really wants to get something that says Rock and Roller Coaster because eventually this ride is going to close forever. Eventually. I don't know when, but it will come very soon because this ride is well over 20 years old and it is reaching the end of its lifespan. So, we'll see what happens in the very near future. Just got done with Rock and Roller Coaster, and over here next door at Tower of Terror, currently sitting at a 140-minute wait. Good Lord. Something I also want to mention really quickly in the video. Just because I am pointing out the massive crowds and the long wait times here in the park today, that's not me complaining. I just want to make that very clear. That's not me complaining or being surprised that the parks are crowded. Of course the park is going to be crowded. It's New Year's week. Schools literally haven't started yet. New Year's Eve or New Year's Day was on a Monday. So yeah, kids have the entirety of this week off. Plus, on top of that, we have marathon weekend. The point of all this is to show you guys what happens during this particular week of the year and why it is one of the busiest times of the year, and why I would highly recommend that if you don't have really a reason to be here at Disney, I would probably avoid it, because you're not going to have that good of a time. Because I walk around and I see a lot of guests getting frustrated with the amount of crowds and the lengthy lines, and people getting halfway through a line, particularly now on Rock and Roller Coaster, people in the standby line just getting frustrated, giving up and leaving. You know, by that logic, you're not going to get anything done. So just try your best to avoid Disney World or Orlando in general around this particular week. It really is turning out to be a very beautiful evening here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Also quite chilly too. The temperature is dropping quite a bit, but we do have one more lightning lane to hit for the evening, and that is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Let's go.
Nothing can stop us now. Hi, Goofy.
Hey, Helmy, you little late for a picnic.
Yep, we're off to the park.
See you all there.
Made it into the cartoon world in no time at all. Do you guys remember what these were used for? I'll give you guys a hint. They're spaced out 6 feet.
Welcome, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park.
Hi, folks. Hello there. How you doing?
Hey, Mickey and Minnie.
I'm sure to take good care of our friends. Listen to me. They're running wild. Not a chance.
Welcome, dancers, welcome. Come. Oh, look at all those bright, smiling faces. It's so nice to see you. Now, let's conga!
Well, that concludes my guided tour.
All right, guys, it has gotten significantly colder here in the park. It is quickly approaching below 50 degrees, which by Florida standards is cold. I am cold, and unfortunately, Coda's family is ready to call it quits and head back to the room. To be fair, Coda does have a 10K to run in the morning, as she is doing the Dopey Challenge for this marathon weekend. So I really don't blame her. I'm all bundled up now. I have like a turtleneck long sleeve on. I'm wearing multiple layers, but I'm still wearing shorts. Either way, let's go ahead and start making our way to the front of the park. I am so incredibly disappointed that we were not able to make it out to Fantasmic tonight. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but it makes complete and total sense. It's getting really cold, and it doesn't help that it's also windy outside. If it wasn't for the wind and us being in that big open amphitheater, then we definitely would have been able to see Fantasmic, but it's okay. We will see it another time. We're gonna be here the entirety of the weekend. We're going to another park tomorrow, so keep it tuned right here on the channel for more incredible content. Plus, we're going on another Disney cruise soon, so 2024 is definitely the time to be subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and do so. The button's down below the video. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed any bit of it, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of today's video, and let me know what you guys are excited for in the year of 2024. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.